video. These are my thoughts on Ash vs. Evil Dead, Season 5, Episode 3. This episode is called Baby Proof. And yeah, another episode I love. Spoilers for everything Evil Dead leading up to and including this episode. The episode is rated TVMA, so will this video be? Let's dive right in. So, yeah, I really appreciate how the demon baby, I don't know if, does he have a name? Okay, so the actor Ryder Grant is credited Demon Toddler, although goes uncredited in the actual credits apparently. But I am, according to IMDb, so let's go with that. Demon Toddler. He's just playing, you know. He's crawling under tables. He's going. Crap. What was it like? Look out, here I come, or something like that. Like he's counted down from, what is it, 10, 100. And he's gonna, like, he's playing hide and seek and playing peekaboo with. Okay, guess it's a little old for peekaboo, but yeah, popping his head out of the place where the Swedish woman's head used to be, and just, yeah, I thought that was quite fun, and just, yeah, he's, at one point he runs off to get his little quack duck toy. Let's put this on hold. I'm just gonna get my little toy here, just, yeah. And it is one of those things where, again, like so many other things in this show, if you take something that under the right circumstances can be cute or appealing in some way, at the very most, like, maybe neutral, if you twist it just enough, you make it super creepy. And yeah, little kids with, black eyes and fangs running around playing like that is really, really creepy. I like that they gave him the little chainsaw hand, and, Ash is like, look at the chin, that's definitely my boy, I think they did a good job gradually building, let's see, is her name? Natalie, yeah. How Natalie, like, yeah, she pieces together, because, yeah, imagine being her. Imagine hearing these things like, okay, so the kid that ate my friend is your son, and the mother personally. Like, just, yeah, obviously it sounds, you can understand why she ends up not trusting him. Let's see, and yeah, I quite like the whole, let's see, yeah, yeah, some great, the bit with the bowling balls that felt like, very Three Stooges, this thing of he has to move his head to avoid being hit by a bowling ball, and him using it against Demon Toddler was also interesting. I appreciate he says, you're not old enough to go up there yet. She's also dead. That's another part of what makes this not okay. But yeah, I mean, fair enough. The fact that he's, it's not age appropriate. That is, yeah. By the way, that kid seems to be having the time of his life, running around and these fairly simple lines, a lot of like uh-oh and that kind of thing, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if that would have been my dream job when I was that age, running around and getting to, yeah. Let's see, beating up adult Bruce Campbell, that sort of thing. Yeah, and just this head keeps popping out of the various holes in Natalie, and it's, yeah, it's something. It's very, very, very fucked up. Gonna real quick jump to the very end of the episode. I am gonna talk more about I am going to talk about the Pablo and Kelly and such, but I did just want to briefly say, so at the end of the episode, Ash and Ruby are like, confronting each other, and the new sheriff walks up and says, "Do we really need all this shouting?" Which that is a very accurate depiction of small town America. Like, there's demons. I mean, I know she isn't aware that there's like. Wait, has something happened in season 3? No, yeah. There's been some demon stuff in season 3 that the authorities are aware of, and she's like, I really don't like you yelling all this much. Just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. Small town America in a nutshell. Not that like big city America is that much better when it comes to law enforcement, ACAB. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish my thoughts on that scene. I love that Ash apparently thought that it would be great proof for his case to show, because he thinks that when he opens the trunk that there's going to be a decapitated woman. I love how he keeps saying, like, I think he finally did settle on, oh no, yeah, she's Scandinavian, but earlier he's like, I don't speak French, and like, I speak just enough. Like, again, she is Swedish, I'm Danish, I don't speak every word, but at the start I'm fairly confident she says something along the lines of, I knew that kid was the devil. Let's see, and but yeah, he thinks that it's gonna be Natalie's decapitated, tied up corpse, and he thinks that's going to prove everything he's been saying, But yeah, the fact that it's this little kid is like bloody, is like, he hurt me. Oh no, that really does make it seem just, and the this thing of like, Ruby's like, I'll take the kid. Don't worry about it, Sheriff. The which also, again, from the sheriff's point of view, from a certain point of view, yeah, she's a high school psychologist. It certainly is better than the guy who apparently kidnapped. It seems like the people of Elk Grove, at least some of them, still feel like, I don't know. I mean, I get that he saved us, but I'm still like fitty on whether or not he might be or turn evil. So, just, yeah. I'm not saying that I would have given him that much benefit of the doubt if I saw that he had a bloodied, like, I don't know, 5-year-old in his trunk. But I do still appreciate that the sheriff doesn't even seem to consider, oh, could this be a demon? Because sometimes they look human. Like, at this point, I feel like that has to be common knowledge of Elk Grove. Let's see, yeah, I like that, with Brandy, it's like, is she gonna, does she still trust Previtt? Because again, Ash, nobody makes Ash look quite as bad as Ash himself does. But and the thing with, like, she, like, asserts the position and then swears, and he's like, ditto, without the swearing. Yes, Ash, this is, first of all, you're the exact right person to tell someone else not to fucking swear, and second of all, this is the exact time to do it, But yeah, she runs over, gets in the car, and calls him dad, and he gets in the car and they drive off. I do really appreciate it. I feel like if Brandy had gone with Previtt, it would have felt like, okay, nothing was, or not nothing in the episode, but nothing was accomplished by Ash in this episode. Yeah, so I quite appreciate, he found out apparently Ruby's been surveilling him for a long time. She has pictures of him making brandy, which is, of course, how she knew that there was... See, I'm still not 100% certain if she knew Brandy was Ash's kid. It was like feigning surprise in that earlier episode, if that was where she found out. But certainly she knew someone in this high school must be Ash's daughter. Let's see. Yeah, and if she works at the high school, she probably has access to, like, school records. She would know. And even if, like, it says father unknown, if she knows that if she knows the mother, and she does based on the pictures, I mean, yeah, she knows that Ash is the father. What I'm saying is, if when you look up the records, if it just says father unknown, it would still say, mother, Candace, I forget her last name, but yeah, Barr, I think it was, so that would, where if it just said parents unknown, then, if there's more than one kid at the school like that, she can't be sure which one. Anyway, because it doesn't seem like Candace had any other kids. But yeah, I think that covers what I had for the oh right, yeah. Also, as part of Natalie losing trust in, in Ash becoming what Gamora would shout, faithless. When he picks up like a knife, and it again is like, I mean, I don't think Natalie trusts you enough to see you pick up, maybe just say, okay, I know this looks bad, I'm just gonna loosen my hand, but he picks up a knife, she's like, what is he gonna do? And he just uses it to get his hand free. Let's see. That, yeah. I don't have an awful lot to say about Kelly. I appreciate that she did get at least a little bit to do. It's mostly Ash and Pablo's show. This episode. I mean show in the, is it British people who say show about episode? Anyway, yeah, but yeah, briefly about Kelly. I do appreciate she got some stuff to do. And this detail of, Pablo can't break through the windows, but he could break through the top. And I feel like it is consistent with, like, Deadites. They don't always necessarily go for the thing that's most certain to immediately get a result. They like toying with their prey. The cat dangling the mouse over its mouth kind of thing. So, yeah, because, like, if the, yeah, if he just wanted to, he would have probably gone for that window sooner, since he's apparently spent a while banging into the door and the vertical windows rather than the one horizontal one. And I guess we're supposed to think that Ash just didn't get bulletproof windows for that one window, which he is a fuck up, perpetual fuck up. So that does 100% track. But yeah, I thought they got some really fun stuff out of the connection between the little mouth on her knee and then Deadite Pablo himself. And, shoving fabric. First she's just trying to shut him up, which, like, honestly, yeah, that is a fantastic metaphor for the experience of quite a lot of young women when dealing with, cis-het men. Please just shut up. I will shove something in your mouth. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of women who wish they could just do that. But yeah, shove it into the knee mouth, and then the other Pablo spits it out. Just, yeah. And she, like, pours, what was it, like, gasoline for the chainsaw or something like that in his mouth. And he's, like, spitting out poor Brandy, getting it all over her face, of course. Wouldn't be an episode of the show if nobody got something gross on their face. And sets fire to it, and he's like, just, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And let's see, yeah, and Brandy, despite what Kelly said, Brandy does stab him with the ceremonial dagger, and he goes to the what did the Brujo call it? The in-between place or something like that, which I listened to most of the commentary track of this episode, and they talk about it's not the exact same set as in season 1, the Brujo's place, but they had some of that stuff still and rebuilt some, I like Brujo saying, I needed to get your attention, so I sent a naked woman. Yeah, again, young cis-het man, that tracks. And yeah, awesome to see him again. And apparently in the commentary track, it sounded like apparently originally it was supposed to be like Kelly and maybe also Brandy instead of, you know, but then they found out, oh no, wait, you know, he doesn't have a huge window, but we can bring him in to shoot some scenes for this episode. I love those two characters and those two actors, but I gotta say, I really think this episode absolutely needed for Brujo to return, because this is very much, you know, yeah, this is Pablo and Brujo's thing. You know, yeah, so let's see. Yeah, and he has to, you know, he not don't see with your eyes. You have to make the right choice without, you know. And yeah, he you know, he stabs with the and mixes his blood. He does choose right, and you know, he becomes El Brujo Especial. Especial, I think was how. Sorry, been a long time since I took Spanish, and I wasn't ever any good at it. But yeah, you know, and you know, he pointed out earlier, that's not the name of a beer, which is appropriate because upon seeing him post, you know, the change, every straight woman and non-straight man in the audience is drinking in those abs, which, yeah, and they talk about that in the commentary track. He apparently he hit the gym pretty hard, and apparently when they recorded the commentary track still looked like that. He was being humble about it, and Dana De Lorenzo plays Kelly was like, no, I'm sitting next to him, he still looks like that. Let's see, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do. There's a real confidence to him, and he seems 100% better. You know, we've seen him empowered by the book pages. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what this new Pablo can do. Let's see. I think that might more or less cover. Yeah, I like that. You know, ultimately they do split up. You know, the Kelly has to deal with the wound, the deadite wound, which, you know, fair enough. Like, it's on her knee. It's gonna slow her down a lot if she's not able to deal with it. And she's also apparently gonna do something about Ruby. You know, that was a super badass ending. You fuck with Pablo, you fuck with me, and I am done being fucked with. You know. Let's see, but yeah, you know, Kelly, Pablo, and Ash and Brandy are all in different places. So that, yeah, there's some room for them to do different things with the characters there in the next episode. Now, let's see. Yeah, there's some IMDb trivia for the episode. Let's see. In this episode, we learned the full name of Pablo Simon Bolivar. Simon Bolivar was known as the George Washington of Latin America for his political and military actions for the independence of Spain's colonies of the Americas. Let's see. Oh, at 1:54, Ash calls Natalie Ricola, which is a brand of Swiss cough drops. Let's see. Yes. So you know, Natalie didn't say an awful lot of things in Swedish this episode, but one thing she said that I did not understand. 3:56, she says to Ash, "Stang munnen, du dum man." English translation of Norwegian, "Shut your mouth, you stupid." Oh, right, Norwegian. Yeah, I keep, like Ash, I keep fucking up whether she's Norwegian or Swedish or what. And at 17:30, the masked woman says, "Suelten la bestia." English translation of the Spanish, "Release the beast." And let's see. Yeah, that's it for this one. Gonna cover the next episode sometime next week. Hopefully, I'll get to it earlier in the week. I'll leave you off with this Ash line. "Brandy, I know I'm a crappy father, but I'm also a crappy liar. I've always told you the truth, even if it sounds creepy and weird. I mean, how do you make this shit up?